Hey everyone, Mike D'Angelo here. I wanted to thank you again for coming to the webinar. And that was a little weird for me doing webinars and now talking in front of a camera and all this stuff. But anyway, so thank you for attending. And I just want to take you through real quick what it would be like and how quickly it is to take someone into the program, using BodyEvolver. So let's just say you're meeting with Mrs. Jones, right? And she's this new client, you've never met her before, she's probably some referral because, you get referrals all the time because you're getting amazing client results, right? Because that's how we get referrals. So Mrs. Jones comes in. Now, the first time you got to meet with Mrs. Jones, it's going to be like, hey, Mrs. Jones, how are you? Nice to meet you. I'm so glad you're here. Why don't you sit down, right? Now, up until this point, there's no reason for you to take any time out of your schedule at all to forward Mrs. Jones anything or to add her into the database, prior to you actually meeting with her, because that's you spending time that you're not getting paid for. And you're way too busy to be doing that. I'm too busy to be doing that. So as soon as we meet Mrs. Jones, that's when we do that, right? So she comes in, and of course hopefully you're getting paid at this point, right? Because if it's a referral, you don't need to give away anything for free, right? So Mrs. Jones comes in. Mrs. Jones, very glad to meet you. I'm very happy that you're here. Let's sit down. Boom. You sit down, you log into BodyEvolver, you pull up your account, you pull up new client, you start adding her in. Mrs. Jones, you put in her address, phone number, all that stuff. Now you want to make sure that you get in her address, that way you can send her a holiday card, right? And you've got your whole database full of all your clients with all of their addresses, and come Thanksgiving weekend, you're going to bang out all those holiday cards, and that's going to help you manage your clients, right? That's just what we do, right? Then you get into the hopes and dreams. Mrs. Jones, why are you here? How can I help? What are you looking to accomplish? Right? And you keep asking her, well, why, Mrs. Jones? Why is that? Why is this, right? You keep peeling back the layers of the onion to get to what her emotional triggers are, right? Now, hopefully Mrs. Jones is just going to sign up for training with you. But if she doesn't, you've got all those emotional triggers. And what are you going to do with those? 2 months from now, 3 months from now, you're going to follow up with Mrs. Jones again and be like, hey, Mrs. Jones, how are we making out? You said you wanted to do blah, blah, blah. How are we doing with that? And most likely, if she didn't hire you as a trainer, she's probably has made no progress. And she's going to be like, wow, that trainer was so nice. He or she remembered everything that I want. Well, you remembered everything because you wrote everything down, right? That's part of the database technology part, right? Then you go right to the informed consent and the PAR-Q, right? The intake wizard. So you do the informed consent, the PAR-Q. Those are critical to do right away, right? That way you're risk stratifying the client, you're kind of covering your butt, right? We know all that stuff. And you don't have to pull out pieces of paper that you're going to file away somewhere, never to be looked at again. They're all going to be filed in your database right underneath Mrs. Jones's name, right next to all your other clients, right? Boom. Then you can choose, depending upon how you want to do it, you can go ahead and run the medical intake stuff, right? All the other stuff if you want to, or you can go right into doing body comps. And after you do the body comp and the goal section, you can then forward Mrs. Jones an email to be like, Mrs. Jones, I want you to log into BodyEvolver and I want you to fill out the family history, medical history, nutrition history, fitness hopes and whatnot, right? All that stuff. She can fill that out in her own home, or if you want to, you can do it right there with her. It takes a little bit of time. Probably good to do it with her if you want to, but you certainly don't have to. That's up to you. But once you do that, then the next step is to do the body comp numbers, right? So you pull out the circumferences, your skin folds, you bang out all the numbers. That takes 3 minutes, right? Get the numbers, press the button. There's no calculator, there's no you referencing sheets, nothing. Press the button, all the math gets done automatically, which is awesome, right? You're looking very professional. Then all the charts and graphs pop up, show her exactly where she's at, right? Now you're letting science do the talking, right? You're letting her see, well, this is where you stand statistically, and this is where we probably need to be. And you can just kind of sit back and let Mrs. Jones sort of see and let science do the talking for you, which is great, right? And it's going to help her understand things a bit better, right? Then you go into the goal section and you run all the goal things, and you know how that goes, right? Then, when you're done, that's like, what, a half hour, I think, probably, right, to kind of run through that. Then you go ahead and stick her on your program, whatever kind of program you're into, right? Interval training, strength training, what it doesn't even matter, right? Because it's your program, you're the trainer, right? Then, a few months later, you run her numbers again, or a few weeks later, depending upon how fast she's making progress, you run those numbers and you start tracking it over time, which is awesome. So the system will organize all of that stuff for you. It's going to save you tons of time, tons of effort, and quite frankly, you can't afford not to be doing that in today's world, because clients expect that type of thing nowadays, particularly with where technology's at. And it's going to make it fast, it's going to make it simple, it's going to save you time, and it's quite compelling for the client to be able to see all that initially, but then also see this progress over time, which is just awesome. So just to give you a little example of that, I trained Sarah Dussault, who happens to be this sort of famous fitness blogger, and so I was training her in Boston, and she decided she wanted to film the whole training thing. So we did this whole video on taking her through a training program, basically, but using BodyEvolver. And really, it's all about tracking the numbers and all that stuff. So we made this video. She put it up on her blogging site, and we got like 500,000 hits out of it, which was just awesome, right? So, and inadvertently, that actually has helped, because people see the video, they're like, oh, I want a trainer that wants to use, that has BodyEvolver, and then they're contacting us, right? They find us online, and they're like, oh, hey, is there a trainer in my area that, uses BodyEvolver? And I can be like, yeah, well, what's your zip code? And we pulled it up by the zip code, because we're using the database technology I told you about, right? So your zip code's in there, right? So we can pull it up, boom, and we can shoot you referrals for people in your area. But anyway, regardless of that, sorry to go off tangent here. My ADD got the better of me. But we get 500,000 hits on this video, and I want you to see the video, so check it out.
Today I'm at Revolution Fitness with Mike D'Angelo, who is my personal trainer and has been since August. Since then, Mike and I have been following a program using BodyEvolver, which is a software here that's exclusive to Revolution Fitness. Really, we've just been strength training and kind of eating a more clean diet. And you guys said you thought I had lost weight in a recent video. So today we're going to do a follow-up to see if I've lost weight, if I've gained muscle, and if I've lost any fat. So to start, we're going to step on this scale.
There you go, 129.5.
So now we're gonna do my body composition.
Right, so we're gonna find that out right now. Okay, so the last time we were in, your body fat was basically 19.6. Okay, and then since then we've done a few measurements, and you've come down. And so today we did sort of the final one to see where we're at, and you're exactly 15% now.
For you guys at home, I am about 5'4", maybe 5'4.5", and as you guys just saw, 129.5 pounds. So this is pretty much as low as I'm gonna get. You know, if I wanted to lose more weight, I'd really have to restrict my calories and just have a totally different lifestyle.
Right, and that's really not advised, because if you start losing too much weight, then you start running into again, hormonal issues with being a female. Females really don't want to get below 15% or so, because it's just not healthy. You know, and a lot of the cover models that you may see on magazines are at unbelievably low levels of body fat, and they have no idea the consequences that they will pay later in life.
And let alone they're probably miserable because they're starving.
Right. You haven't lost that much weight, you're only down 6 pounds, which is actually a lot, but you're actually down more like 8 or 8.5 pounds, because you gained a couple pounds of muscle. And that muscle adds to your metabolic rate, which means you're gonna burn more calories at rest. So when you're sleeping when you're sitting there editing videos and chatting with people on YouTube, you're gonna be burning more calories because you've got more strength and more firmness and toneness to your muscle tissues, and that's why you look great and you'll be able to eat more calories.
So that's one thing about the BodyEvolver software that I particularly found interesting, is that I never knew exactly how many calories my body required to maintain my weight.
Right. And the great thing about the system is it just simply, it breaks down the science of each individual person. So as a trainer, I can tell you exactly what you need to do, and you just need to follow the dots for you to get to a certain point by a certain date and to track the measurements over time. And presto, you get the job done. And so I've got, thousands of people in the system, and we just manage them, and it's great. And it breaks the science down, and it makes it simple.
And this is probably the first holiday season that I will not have gained any weight, rather I lost weight. So high five. So for those of you at home who are trying to lose weight this new year, or maybe trying to lose some baby weight or getting married, it's important to find a trainer that's really going to map out these numbers for you so that you can internalize the amount of calories that you can consume to maintain or to lose weight. But if you're a trainer, you can go to BodyEvolver.com to find out how you can get involved with using the software. And if you are looking for a trainer, you can also go to BodyEvolver.com to find a trainer near you. And of course, if you're in Boston, Revolution Fitness is where you should go. But anyway, thank you once again.
Great stuff. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun.
See? Ain't nothing to it. You're going to love it. Your clients are going to love it. And $39 a month has never been so cheap when it comes to the value that you're going to be able to provide your clients, the fact that it's a cutting-edge system and that you're leveraging technology, and not just any technology, but database technology, right? Because as I mentioned on the webinar, database technology is where it is at, right? Facebook, Google, Amazon, all database technology, right? They're leveraging that data to make money. And this is what you're going to have access to when you sign up for BodyEvolver. So now what I wanted to do is I'm going to show you a sort of testimonial video from our client Linda Oquar in California. She's been using the system for a while, and she just sort of randomly sent us this video and was like, hey, I want you to have this testimonial video because I just love BodyEvolver. So she sent us this video, and I wanted to share it with you. And I'd also like to tell you that Linda just had a baby, and we're very happy for her, and she couldn't be happier. And anyway, she's a great girl. Check out this video. All right, see you in a minute.
Hi everyone, my name is Linda from Los Angeles, and I am a fitness and nutrition specialist, and I have been using BodyEvolver since 2009, and I absolutely love this system. I like to call myself a BodyEvolver evangelist because I love it, and I tell everybody, because if you are a trainer or a nutrition specialist, you need to get the system because it would take your business to new levels. It has added value to my system. It has helped me gain and maintain my clients. As soon as I meet someone that's interested in my business, I assess them, we set goals together, and I just pop up BodyEvolver, enter their numbers and their goals, and up pops the charts and the illustrations, and they are just, their jaws just drop. You can tell that right there. You have them as a client because they know that you are the trainer for them. They know that you're serious about them and that you are serious about your program, and they know that they will get results and they will choose you right away. So my clients love it. I love it for several reasons. The fact that I can keep all my records in one place that I can access no matter where I am at. I can realistically get buy-in from the client, like, here's where you're at. If you do this activity, if you do this much of it, and if you eat like this many calories, you will attain your goal by this time. So they know what they have to do. So if they are achieving their goals, they know that they're doing what they need to do. But if they're not, we go back and look at it. Hey, are you working out, doing resistance training or cardio this many days? Are you eating this many calories in this division? So we can realign their goals. But it's been immensely valuable to my business, and it will help take your business to new levels just like it did mine. So I am saying get BodyEvolver because you will not be disappointed. You will be pleasantly surprised by how much you love it, how much your clients love it, and how big your business is going to grow because of it. So take care and get BodyEvolver.
So, there's no better time than the present to get started leveraging this technology. We're including all of these great bonuses, right? And we've got a money-back guarantee, so you really have absolutely nothing to lose. And if you decide that you don't want it, you can keep everything, right? You get the Excel spreadsheet, the measurement guide, the mobile kit, the training, the group training profits manual, right? The workshop that I had given, and we charged a bunch of people a ton of money for, and you're getting access to all of it, so you can implement that into your business to make some money. So listen, I certainly don't want your money if you're not going to use the program, but you have absolutely nothing to lose by giving it a shot and putting it to work for you, because that's exactly what it is. You put the system to work for you, and it's going to help you make your life easier and help you build your training business. And the sooner that you start collecting and tracking client information, the better. And not to mention, by doing so, you're going to be able to inform and educate your clients like never before. And that alone is going to help them get better results, because educated and informed clients make smarter day-to-day decisions because they understand the consequences of the decisions that they make, right? Now, when you train someone, it's what, 2 or 3 hours a week? There's 168 hours in a week. So you want to make sure that your clients, when they're not with you, have the tools that they need to make smarter decisions. And you're going to be able to do that and provide them with that by using this system. And we are helping a lot of trainers build their business with this technology, and I want to help you with it as well. So click the button, and I certainly hope to see you on the other side. And best of luck to you in this industry that we both love. Thanks.